Le Cordon Bleu College of Culinary Arts is dedicated to preparing aspiring professionals in the areas of culinary arts, patisserie and baking, and hospitality and restaurant management.
Disaster Planning and Response Art Rescue is a first responder for the world of art, providing planning, packing, evacuation, conservation, and storage for all your treasured possessions. Paperweights are the crown jewels of glass artistry. You can discover both antique and modern paperweights at the L.H. Selman Gallery in Chicago's Fine Arts Building.
Talking about all these crazy characters, maybe we should have a pro do a crazy character. What do you think?
I'm not doing that.
Nora?
But, well,
please?
I'm actually not doing a character,
please?
But
or be yourself.
I chose something else because, oops, thank you. No, I'm not going to do a character because we don't have enough time to get in costume. No, because tonight we're doing a show that's, we're eating meat. So I do have a show, Mythical Proportions, and there's different stories told in this show. And this one is just a story kind of about Los Angeles. Years ago, I was at a party in the Hamptons in Long Island, and a fashion photographer was there. And she ended up telling me that I was hopelessly Midwestern. And I mean, thank you. I didn't know that it was an insult, and because I am, I'm Midwestern. When someone asks me if I've had work done, I think they're talking about, did I remodel my bathroom? Did I build a deck? I like sports. I have a Hawks jersey, and I wear it. I actually wear it when I go out to watch the Hawks. I take a bus over a taxi. So I'm hopelessly middle class and hopelessly Midwestern. Well, even though I grew up here in Chicago on the west side, I did live in Los Angeles, and I lived there for 16 years before I moved back. And I'm not one who hates Los Angeles. There's things about it I love. I love the fact that it's a metropolis with a wilderness. I love the horses. I love the hills. I love the Pacific Ocean. I love the weather there in winter. But there's things about the culture that don't agree with me. I'm not comfortable going out alone in Los Angeles to eat. And in Chicago, I have no problem with that. But recently I was in LA, and I stepped into a restaurant because I was early for a meeting, and it was called Cafe Gratitude. The hostess did not seem grateful to see me. For one thing, when you go out to eat alone, I'm by myself. Do you see a posse with me? But everyone will, you walk in, the hostess says, are you alone? Party of one? And I said, yes, I am alone. Seat me in a corner table where I can weep. There's no such thing as a table for one, by the way. I was a waitress for many years. They start at two tops. There's no one tops in a restaurant. So I was sat at a two top. I sat alone at my two top. I planned on ordering a razor blade and asking where the bathroom was, but it turned out to be a vegan restaurant. They didn't sell razor blades. Not that I mind, I actually like vegetables and I eat my vegetables, but they had interesting names for the food there. Their burger was called the Magical. I said, if this veggie burger had any magic, it would transform itself into a beef burger. But I will have the Magical, thank you very much. So I ordered the Magical burger, and then I said I would like to have a coffee with that. Well, they said, oh, you want a Courageous. Coffee was called Courageous. I said, waiter, Rosa Parks was courageous. Coffee, not so much. So I ordered the Courageous, and I said that I would like to have milk with that. And she said, well, we don't have milk. We're vegans. Would you like some almond milk? I said, who has the time to squeeze a quarter cup of milk out of an almond? Is there some kind of a factory somewhere, like a minimum wage factory with people lined up on a conveyor belt, squeezing almonds for milk? Doesn't that hurt the almond? Doesn't that hurt the worker? It's unethical. I'll have my coffee Rosa Parks. And this is true. As I finished my dinner, a lost waiter came up with 2 steaming cups of something, and he said, "Did you order 2 immortals?" I said, even vegans aren't going to live forever. When I left the restaurant, I shared a quote with the receptionist. Lives live on lives. Vegetarians are just eating something that can't run away. Have a nice day.